Alright, so for today's video, I wanted to do something really out there. As you saw in my video last week on the CCI Green Tag, it didn't really shoot that well at 300 yards. Actually, it was probably the worst ammo we've ever shot out of the CZ457, IBI Barrel, XRS Chassis, the beautiful Telson Optics Target Master 5x25, which we'll be using for this test. We are now shooting today at 50 yards because this is an ammo test of the CCI Green Tag at 50 yards. I've got a little bit of a wind up here, but down there at the target there's not much because we got a tree line around us like that. Anyways, factory CCI Green Tag is supposed to be their best, and it doesn't shoot that well. I don't think I'll have many people argue that fact. But what I'm going to do today, and I've already shot the gun, I've already shot 20 rounds through this gun of the stock CCI Green Tag, and what I'm going to do is I've done a secret formula to these 20. I want to shoot 3 targets because the barrel's always already seasoned with the Green Tag as it is from the factory. I'm going to do 3 targets downrange of 5 shots each, and then we're going to do 5 sighters to break in the barrel for what I've done to these rounds. I'll tell you later. And I've never tried this yet, so you and me will be the first to see if this works. So 5 sighters and then 15 rounds of the treated, we'll call them treated CCI Green Tag. And if it works, I'll let you know what I treated them with. Anyways, so yeah, let's get shooting. 3 targets, 5 rounds each of the factory CCI as it comes in the box. Let me turn you around and point you downrange. And we'll get this camera going for on me, because this camera is really good downrange. I'm going to wait for that flag down there to calm down a bit. I do want this to be a fairly accurate test, but it's not going to be super precise, but if it shows a benefit, we should see it. So let's do 15 rounds with the factory CCI Green Tag. And we're doing this test at 50 yards so that the wind is not much of a factor. I may have to do this again another day because when I started setting up, the wind was not bad, and now it's getting bad. So, but 50 yards is a good distance. If there's even the slightest chance that this improves the ammo, we should see it show up. All right, we got 10 in here. I'm going to do 3 5-round targets. And let's start at the top. No, I'll go one row down so it doesn't, make sure it doesn't fly off the paper. So we do have a bit of wind. We're just going to wait. All right. Yeah, it's calm. 5 real quick. Wow, that was a great group, except for that one. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. It's never shot that good before. All right, that's 10 rounds. Let's do 5 more. Wow, that's a crazy group. right, that's more normal for this ammo. So that one group's gonna maybe skew the test a bit, but it is what it is. All right, let's do 5 foulers to get the lubricant that I've put on these bullets in the barrel. The reason I got the idea for this is because when I first bought this Green Tag, a buddy of mine let me try some, and I had just shot Midas Plus, and I think the lube in the barrel for those 5 shots from the Midas Plus was helping this stuff work. So my plan today was to see if any type of lube helps these. So we're gonna wait for, there's no wind down there. Oh, we got a bit of wind up here. I'm gonna wait. These are just the foulers, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna shoot these at the top target, and it won't matter where they go, because we're just trying to get that lube on everything. All right, there's 5 foulers. Now let's do 5 for score. We'll do the MOA on all of these, but like I said, unfortunately that one good group is going to skew the results, I think. Unless I can get a good group with this stuff. I'm going to load 10 so I don't have to delay in the second target. Like I said, the stuff I used is not super greasy like Lapua, but it's not dry, which is what CCI is, and I've always thought that that's their fault, that they're the reason for poor performance. All right, I'm going to go the next 3 below the last 3. That flag is still. Wow, this is a fail. Okay, next 5. All right, last 5. If I were to guess at this point, it's not making any difference. But I will try different stuff. This is Remington gun oil. Since it's not really doing anything, I may as well let you know. I'm going to try other stuff. This just may not be optimum. Let's do these 5. And then we'll do the calculations. All right. Oh, let's pick up a bit down there. Oh, picked up a lot down there. All right, let's calm down. I know the leaves are blowing here, but it's not blowing down there. But I'll wait a bit. Yep. That was pretty decent. So let's do the calculation and see if my experiment proves anything. I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to use different. That was oily, but it's not super oily. It's almost, you can feel that it's there, but it's not, you know, as much as Lapua's oil. But let's see if that made any difference. Let's check it out. Okay, so I had some time today, so I went down and I mixed up another batch. What I do is I put the bullets in a plastic lunch bag, and then I spray the oil in there. So this is ballastol. This is like gun oil you buy at Canadian Tire or wherever you shop, ballastol oil. So I'm going to do the 5 Fowlers. And now, like I said, I'm just spraying it into a bag. I'm not drowning the bullets. It's just a light coating, and then I massage the bag around the bullets to make sure that they're evenly covered. So that's about the best way I could figure out how to do it. So let's go with these 5 of warmers for ballastol. I'll go up top so that we don't confuse, because the first row is factory bullets, second row is the Remington oil, and this one will be the third row, ballastol. Now the next oil for our try is Lyman's Slick Juice, or whatever they call it. I got the, I'll put a picture of the bottle up while I'm loading these 5. It's Lyman's, it's case lube basically. Let's do 5 for the barrel warm up, or barrel tune. Looking at them from here, 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to shoot this. 1 factory, 3 with oil. What's that saying? I'll let you finish it. You can't polish. Anyways, that was kind of fun, and I've been thinking about that for a long time, that the problem with CCI is that it's too dry. But it needs more than that. All right. Thanks for watching.